a 1970s superhero crime noir adventure follows a retired soldier-turned-reporter who is given a coveted interview with a death row inmate. What he learns thrusts him into Atlanta's shadowy underworld, where he'll have to utilize his military training to survive being hunted for having information that could topple the most powerful ruling class in the city. This full-color graphic novel is available in hardcover, paperback, and pocketbook editions. Crowdfunding now through Denali's.com.
Well, look at that. We're live for another Jerky Adventure Hour. This is Thursday, June 11, 2026. Hello to X Rumble and BitChute. Hello to YouTube. Hello to Lurkers and Bots. Hello to the chat. And hello to George.
Greetings, everybody. Greetings.
We stream every night because the stories are real, but the news, they be fake.
Oh, yeah.
Before we jump in, get your copy of the Immortal Mask 200-page graphic novel on sale now at Denali's.com, CoracleBlast.com, Amazon.com. .coms.
Oh, yeah. All the .coms.
All right, and jumping in with the first one, Polymark. Five states have pulled out of the Great American State Fair celebrating Americans' 250th. These are Connecticut, Massachusetts, North Carolina, Pennsylvania, and Oregon. Huh.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm. So interesting, right? Interesting. Hey, George, remember when you were talking about the mushrooms and fungi being Earth nervous system?
Yep.
Also from Polymark, scientists have created the first global map of Earth's vast underground fungal network stretching an estimated 86 quadrillion miles.
Pays to be poor.
Yep.
And now all we have to do is get Elon Musk to say that to the rest of the world, and it becomes a fact.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Mark, it's a rare AI video that makes me feel any emotion, but those nostalgia maxing videos really do capture what it is like growing up in the 90s. Credit Home for Christmas official. All right. So this would be interesting.
That's beautiful. That's beautiful.
Lives a TikTok. CBS is obtaining this image of kids cash buck strewn on the ground empty after the lemonade stand was held up at gunpoint. Two kids, aged 11 and 12, made approximately $50 before armed robbers stole their monies. Their dad said his kids are very shaken and sad.
You know what? Those kids learned a life lesson.
Hire security.
You hire security to protect your money making venture.
Exactly.
Yeah, and don't let people know how much money you made.
Well, I don't think they let anybody know how much they made.
Come on, man. They're kids. Do you think they had a safe, right beside them? Hello. Oh, so you want to buy some lemonade? Okay. How much you have? Oh, you have 100? Okay, let me see. 1, 2, 10, 5 is 7, plus another 20. It's like, and they're counting it out loud, right?
Right.
They don't understand the value of the whisper.
There's no whisper in a lemon stand.
You can't whisper a lemon stand?
Yeah.
What the hell?
There's no whispering. How do you know you're successful or not if you're not shouting it out on top of your lungs? Great energy.
Energy.
Right.
Do, do, do.
Coinvo. The U.S. is now the largest oil producer, dethroning Saudi Arabia. Reader added context they they thought people might want to know. The U.S. been the largest crude oil producer since 2018.
Oh no.
Yes, that's true, but this is now the largest refined oil producer. This is what they should have been putting in place. Refined oil.
Yummy, yummy, yummy. I got oil in my tummy. Do, 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 do.
Yep. If that's the case, George, why is our gas prices so high?
Oh, that's because of opportunity.
Hmm.
Opportunity is the mother of invention.
Mm-hmm.
The opportunity is that, some really wonderful people, they
Mm-hmm.
just love to bring the oil prices really high. That's all they know.
Senator Ron Johnson. People lost their lives and are permanently disabled because the FDA failed to do its job. The FDA knew that its algorithm was hiding safety signals associated with the COVID injection, and yet it failed to warn the public. Ron,
Oh no.
you should know, as we know here at the Joe King Adventure Hour, it wasn't a failure. It was a successful mission.
Come on, Ron. You can
Oh,
do it.
man. Ryan, the acting AG Todd Blanche just announced indictment for 3 individuals involved in a massive child smuggler ring. The real bombshell is what he said next. The DOJ has officially uncovered over 15,500 super sponsor case. 15,500. Because of Biden administration's disaster and broken border policy, thousands of innocent children were essentially handed over to criminal networks, traffickers, and abusers. They completely turned a blind eye while the worst of the worst exploited the system right in our own backyard. Absolutely sickening. Where is the mainstream media on this?
Oh no.
The mainstream media can't report this because they were part of it. It's like when they ask those questions. I know we're not the attendant audience, but it's when they ask those questions. It's trying to make those individuals who are still asleep. It's like, yeah, why? Where the rest of it was like, bud, it's because it was part of the plan. It's all part of the plan.
Yeah.
Truth Hammer forever. Introduce symmetry if Save American Act passes this way, because this is how Obama got the Smith Monetization Act passed. So what is he talking about? Eric, wow. President Trump just added the Save American Act to his $350 billion Pentagon reconciliation package, which only needs a simple majority to pass.
Can you corporate speak this for me? Because I don't understand your hibbity-jibbity American politics so well.
So basically, you know how for the last couple of months, Senator John Thune was trying to get closure, and you need 60 votes to do it instead of over a majority.
And then they bitched on and said, no, we just need 50 plus 1.
No, they need only 50 plus 1 if they eliminate the filibuster for that type of vote, right?
Oh, okay, sure.
Well, in a reconciliation package, which a majority party has about 2 or 3 during a term, what he did is, you know how a lot of politician starts adding pork to packages, the omnibus and all that stuff, right?
Yeah.
Well, Trump just shoved that into the omnibus buses. So if the Republicans who are war hawks, right,
Yeah.
wants to continue funding the military, right, by including that into his package, the Save American Acts, they would have to pass it with a simple majority of 51 votes or 50 and JD Vance if there's a tiebreaker instead of the 60.
Wow.
So it bypasses that 60 threshold needed, and basically it's basically a chicken now. You know, it's like
Yep.
it's like, do you want no military? Okay, then don't vote for it. But and the Republicans won't balk at it. They can't. Like, the optics is too hard for them to give up on the military, paying the military.
Yeah, it's like
So by the simple fact, they'll be able to get the funding for the military and also get the Save America Act passed as well.
holy smokes.
Yeah.
Now I get it.
Hmm.
They're pulling a reverse pork belly.
Exactly.
Wow.
Yes.
Yeah, it's true, eh? It, it goes both ways.
Yeah. So back when Obama was president, that's how he got the Smith-Munn Act amendment pass. The one where State Department or something like that can't propagandize to his own people, domestic people.
Wow.
So, I mean, it's just an interesting factoid. So we'll see. It's a beautiful, beautiful tactical move. They didn't see it coming. All right, Paul Sperry, IRS records reveals that ActBlue CEO Regina Wallace Jones is now under federal investigation. Has been getting paid double the previous CEO, halting almost $800,000 a year, and has almost spent $3 million on security, including a retinue of personal bodyguards. While blowing,
Yeah, wait. You see that right there? Bodyguards. That's what the kids should have done with their lemonade stand.
Exactly.
Yeah, should have had bodyguards. What were the kids? What, 5 years old?
10, 11.
10, 11? They should have hired like 14-year-olds, to be their bodyguards.
Right. While blowing through nearly $5 million of travel budget, including checking herself into the presidential suites at luxurious hotels.
Luxurious hotels.
Yeah, luxurious hotel. Oh, by the way, tomorrow, Elon Musk is going to be the first person to become the world's trillionaire.
How do you figure?
Because the IPO of SpaceX will be online tomorrow.
No way.
Yeah.
Damn it. I wish I wasn't poor. It pays not to be poor.
Yeah. Now wait. Now. Now it's gonna be Bernie says the billionaires and a trillionaire.
Yeah, and one trillionaire. Yeah, the crazy thing is, there's a lot of trillionaires on the planet. They just are very smart people, and they don't talk about it.
Right.
Just saying.
Really
Everyone's focused on Elon, but no one knows the real trillionaires that have been around for decades, generations. The people that control the wealth of the world, the people who, the people who money is is not something that they even worry about because they're the ones in control and printing the money.
Oh, maybe that's where we're getting. Maybe Elon is the first trillionaire, openly trillionaire, because we've been taking all the other hidden trillionaires' money away from us to pay down our debt.
No, more like it's a reallocation of the poor people's money.
Okay.
All the countries that have been getting the welfare checks from the United States.
Yeah.
No longer getting the welfare checks from the United States.
Yeah.
So where do you think that money is now going?
Back to the poor people.
Back to the Americans, or the poor people, whichever one you want to go with as a description.
I mean, we're rich in spirit, poor in materials.
Yes.
Polymark just in. Trump announces the U.S. will take control of Iran's oil and gas market, including Karg Island.
All right. I don't even know what that means.
Karg Island is where the oil production of Iran's oil is coming from.
Oh, no.
Yeah, so we're taking
control. Wait a minute. Are you telling me an entire country?
Yeah.
And it has a little island that all the oil goes through?
Mm-hmm.
Couldn't someone just take the island, lasso it, and bring it over to their part of the world?
Yeah, Trump is doing that. That's why he's calling it the Strait of Trump.
Gee whiz, that kind of blows.
Yeah.
All right, what's next?
This is from U.S. Department of Education. Fixed it for you, New York Times. Trump law would direct private money to all school to increase education freedom. The law, which creates the first ever federal voucher program, is designed to support students. It's unclear why all states wouldn't sign up. Man, that's bad editorial from New York Times.
It's terrible.
Oh, by the way, this is crazy. But it was true for a while. Never forget, Fleshjacked. Fleshjacked is #1 gay sex toys in the world, followed by Barack Hussein Obama.
I think somebody's just pulling his leg. I don't think Barack would be. That's silly.
That's silly,
No, they think whether you love him or hate him.
Yeah.
One thing's for sure about Barack, President Barack Obama. He's a clever man, and that's like low level stupidity there, and it's way below his station of schmatz.
Barack. Yes, Barack Obama's official X Twitter account followed Fleshjack account at one point. Shut you up. You can't argue with Croc. It's also like this one, George.
Okay, what about the Church of Santa? What about him?
Look who's followed by.
Come on.
Yeah. Sometimes they're just people just don't notice. Oh, by the way, Trudeau's transformation to Rachel Maddow is almost complete.
So now instead of going blackface, which he did most epically, he's going girl face.
He's going lesbian face.
All right.
I mean, he has the whole look of it. And he's saying the girl that's saying, I kissed a girl and I liked it.
Yeah. Okay. I dig where you're going.
Yeah. Maria, the Florida GOP doesn't consider Florida's lieutenant governor and former Speaker of the House serious contender to include them in the primary debates. So, in other words, the Florida GOP has rigged the primary process to install Byron Donalds. This is from responding to Reverend Jordan Wells. Byron Donalds is the only candidate to qualify for the Republican Florida governor's debate the Florida GOP set tough thresholds, strong bully fundraising organization to make sure only serious contenders make the stage. Well, it's going to be an easy.
Wait, they're picking and choosing who, what, where, and when?
They're saying, hey, your polling needs to be strong. You need to have fundraising organization. It doesn't hurt that he has Donald Trump's endorsement as well.
Okay, this sounds cuckoo for poco puffs.
Popo puff, yeah.
Poco puffs.
Popos.
No, poco.
Poco.
Poco puffs.
Poco puff.
Poco puffs.
Poco puffs.
Yeah, instead of Cocoa Puffs, Poco Puffs. You know why?
Why?
Because Cocoa Puffs is, I think, a trademarked statement. Poco Puffs is not. It's a tongue twister.
Poco cuff. Okay.
No, Poco Puffs.
Popo.
No, Poco Puffs.
Poco.
Puffs. Try it again.
Poco.
We got here all night. Keep going.
Right, the poquito. Poco. Puffs.
So somebody tunes into this show for like 10 minutes ago. And they pack, and they're going, wait a minute, is this some sort of hidden language? What's the code here? Where's the code baker?
Yeah.
Is this potato chips all over again?
It's potato chips. We're on the potato chips strings now. My days are. So apparently they're moving ahead with Byron Donalds stacking the case for that, because I don't see any real how you say, I don't see anything from any of the other candidates except for Fishback, to be honest.
Well, the other candidates have a real conundrum, and that is a couple of things. One is a failure to connect with people, because they usually connect with crazy people.
Yeah.
And those crazy people, I believe, are heading towards the loony bin. Secondly, they fail to connect with people who have money. Thirdly, they fail to connect with, well, gosh darn it, America's apple pie. I mean, when you fail to connect with America's apple pie, you got a problem there, son. It's not going to go well. It's not going to go well at all. Paul Bunyan's going to come in with his big honking axe, and he's going to chop down that tree.
You mean like the cherry tree?
Oh no! That's way too small for big Paul Bunyan. No, we're talking about redwood trees. The ones that take like a half an hour to walk around it. Yeah, those kind of trees.
All
right, what's this?
So apparently, these three youths thought that they were in a blue state instead of Florida. You can hear them talk shit. Even one pulling a hammer on his pistol. And
wait a minute, are you telling me they're dumb enough? Oh, really?
Yeah, and then the owner comes out with a AK and start shooting.
And now you have this was in Florida, you say?
Yeah, this was in Florida.
And before you even play the audio on the cop, did the cop basically say, "Help us out, clean up the mess, so that way we don't have to do any paperwork"?
Yeah, pretty much.
All right, move along. I'm getting depressed already.
Why are you getting depressed?
Because we don't have cops like that up here. Our cops are more reasonable than these guys.
Yeah, we have the Castle Doctrine here.
Yeah.
Eduardo, police deploy a water cannon as protesters try to reach the migrant hotel in Belfast. After the horrific events, the Irish people are weary. Get sprayed down.
Wait, are you telling me all that resources are there for just 3 people? I'm only seeing 3 people in the crowd trying to go forward. You're telling me a police presence.
Yeah, see?
That entire police presence is there to push back on 3 people?
Yeah, that's how bad it is.
Didn't these police officers learn any skills?
No, I mean the real police officer were, in the army, fighting real terrorists.
Yeah, okay, but a real police officer would walk up nice to the guy and say, "Look, kid, uh, you're not going to be able to get any further than this.
Yeah.
You push a little, I push a little. You still, at the end of the day, yeah. Do you really want to go to jail, or do you want to go home? Have a beer, eat a pizza and watch the game."
Mm-hmm.
And the kid goes, "Yeah, I'd rather go home. Have a beer, eat a pizza, watch the game." All right. So how about you take off? See, that's de-escalation. That's right there.
There's no de-escalation with these Irish. They're already drunk.
Okay, then the cop would come up to him and goes, "Look, what you got at home."
Look, that's why they're getting hosed down.
Okay, so the cop has a new strategy then, and he walks up to these drunken Irish and says, "Look, guy, it's very simple. Why don't you just go home? You got a big bottle of whiskey waiting for you. You can watch the game and and relax.
Okay.
Or do you want to go to jail and get a big bottle of whiskey and watch the game? Which one would you like?" And the drunk guy will go, "Would my wife be in the jail cell with me?" "No, she won't." "Okay, officer, take me away."
That's the most reasonable, insane thing you have said for a person who's insane in the membrane.
Will there be more bombing tonight?
Yeah, there will be more bombing tonight. It'll be bigger, more powerful. Don't forget, we've knocked out all of their anti-aircraft. They don't have any anti.
Okay, this is a joke. Okay, Trump never. He said it himself. He never tells you what he's going to do.
Yeah.
The fact that he told these dummies here sitting in their comfy couch, all right, is a complete joke. He's trolling them.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're going to be bombing it. We're going to be doing this. We're going to be going down this path. Here's the geo coordinates of all the planes that are going to be making the run. Don't tell this to the world. Nudge, nudge, wink, wink. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, like that's going to happen. These guys thinking, "Oh, we got an exclusive." Yeah, Trump's telling us exactly what he's going to be doing. No, not even close. He's like, there's no way. This is a complete troll. Most epically, by the way. All right, what's next?
Just in, UK Defense Secretary John Healey resigned. Gee, I don't know why.
Oh, gee whiz, John, come on. You had one good thing going. I don't know what it was, but it sounded like it was a good thing. And you let it go. John, come on, man. Come on.
Breaking 911, hazmat teams are responding to a hazardous material incident at the Pentagon in Arlington, Virginia.
You know what it is? It's probably a leftover cannoli.
Pretty much.
Or they found another burned basket room.
Oh, yeah.
But this one was booby-trapped. It had stale, decades-old cannolis. And you know what happens with decade-old cannolis in the same room and no air?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, those cannolis. Yeah, they become sentient. And, yeah, and they've been looking for a way out. Yep. It's all about the cannoli.
Don't forget the cannoli.
Yep. They forgot the cannoli, and the cannolis are fighting back. Okay, what's this?
No, it's the same one.
Oh, it's the same cannoli. Geez, she's even dressed like a cannoli. Look at that. Nice and deep red. All that ketchup. Wow. It's going to be beautiful.
Yeah. you were ignoring the whole thing. The White House reposting Trump's social. United States, error right there, of America cannot live with the shackles of birthright citizenship. It is not economically or otherwise sustainable, and no other country in the world of consequence it does it.
Whoa. Of consequence?
Yeah.
That means there is another country out there that does it. I wonder what red, white maple leaf country is doing it. All right, continue.
Jeep announced that they'll offer a free Wrangler to 100 American legally named George Washington if the U.S. wins the World Cup.
A Jeep Wrangler?
Yeah.
With the gas tank topped off?
Yeah, of course.
That's a good deal.
Donnie, breaking news. Tens of thousands of Spencer Pratt's voters are now receiving rejection letters from the county clerk saying that their ballots were not counted due to signature irregularities.
Yeah. How's that possible?
Yet Governor Gavin Newsom just passed legislation that would make it illegal for anyone conducting oversight to contest signature that they deem fraudulent. Democrats, so that's already a red flag.
Yep.
He already has standing because there's a law in place saying that you can't reject the signatures.
Yep.
So
and he's playing their game. It's not working out. Pratt's gonna lose, just like Kerry Lake, gonna lose.
Yeah.
They should have played the game. They should have stuck to the formula.
To the formula?
The formula.
Formula.
Yes.
It's the formula. Eric, Department of Homeland Security Secretary Mark Wayne Mulligan reveals some children trafficked across Democratic borders. Says that they were raped 600 to 700 times. I don't care who you are, liberal, independent, Republican. If you can't stand for law enforcement to find these kids, who are you? We found 146,000 kids so far, 140,000 kids. And we have nearly 300,000 missing. Well, they keep putting that 300,000. This is already half, and they already found like 28,000 already. So a little bit less than that's still missing.
Yeah, okay. The number keeps fluxing around. Oh, we found 150. Oh, we found 28. We found 67. It's like, can you guys, get together and come up with a number that you can, be happy with?
Yeah.
At a certain point, it doesn't matter if you're a Democrat or Republican. Every time you change that number, everyone's going to call bullshit on it.
Bullshit.
Yeah, one day, hey, we found 50 people. The next day, we found yesterday about 20 people. Yeah, and tomorrow we're going to find out a few more people. It's like, okay, something's wrong here. My brain's starting to freeze up. I don't know what's going on. Numbers. Damn those numbers.
Numbers.
What are the odds? What are the odds?
What's the odds? Okay, cool. Maybe if you start, arresting people, I think we would have a little bit more credibility.
Yep.
Secretary Mark Rubio. Today I'm sanctioning Cuba's state-owned energy company, Union Cuban Petroleo, or CUPIT. Under President Trump's Executive Order 14404, Cuba's communist elite has weaponized energy as a tool of social control and kleptocracy profit. For decades, the regime has stolen and hoarded available fuels, using them for a Castro private jet. Security service forces used to repress the Cuban people, to keep empty tourist hotels lit up, and to bust people in for fake protests or political stunts. All while the Cuban people have suffered blackouts and wait for weeks to fill their cars. President Trump wants a new future for the Cuban people with greater economic and political freedom and opportunity. Until then, we will continue to target the communist regime ability to leverage its energy trade to further its corrupt agenda and violently repress the Cuban people. We are attacking the energy, and without energy, a country can't move, even a communist one.
Oh no, they can move. It's just that the energy is hidden. It's in the golf courses. It's in the school libraries. It's all over the place. Yep.
Well, this sounds interesting. Reddit lies. Imagine having a Redditor as a parent.
A what?
Having a Redditor as a parent.
A whole Redditor?
A Redditor. Relationship advice. My 45 male daughter, 19 female, has become a far-right extremist, and I don't know how to deal with it. So the joke meme that we had from the Babylon Bee has finally come true.
Oh, don't you just love the truth?
It started about 2 years ago. My daughter suddenly became very religious Catholic. At first, I didn't think much of it. She struggled with mental health issues for several years. The change seemed to make her happier and more stable. That's positive. Yet, as both a liberal and atheist, I kind of see the thread here, I found it difficult to relate with her new beliefs, but I try to be accepting.
Whoa. What new beliefs?
She's Catholic, he's an atheist.
What's the difference? They both do not believe. What's the difference?
What do you mean they don't believe?
Well, he doesn't believe in God, and she doesn't believe that there is not a God.
Right. He can't reconcile himself to believing that there is a God.
Yeah, but again, they both believe in a negative. On different sides of the coin, but they still believe in a negative. So that means there's nothing really different of what they're doing.
Well, remember, a negative times a negative is a positive.
Exactly.
Right, so they can't relate.
Well, that's just it, right? You're sitting there going like, okay, so her negative and his negative, they should be, hanging out,
right.
Not being upset. This is just math.
Right. So let's continue on.
Oh, come on, man. We already know what the answer is. We already calculated this whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
All right, fine. Go ahead. I'm in suspense.
Since she started high school, I've been relatively absent from her life. Well, there's your other point. Because of work and other responsibility. And as a result, I wasn't closely involved in many of the changes she went through those years.
Whoa, so he's the whatchamacallit?
Bread maker?
No, the atheist?
Yes, he's the atheist.
He's the atheist. Okay.
Yes, the daughter is the Catholic.
Okay, so without him around, she was able to have a level head on her shoulder.
Right.
So that's holy smokes.
Yeah. Over time, her view became extreme. She regularly praised Augusto Pinochet, which especially troubling given that my ex-wife is Chilean. You mean her mother is Chilean?
No. Her mother's chilling. Chilling, not Chilean, chilling. Relaxed,
Yeah. Last week, I opened the Instagram and was shocked to find she has posted a video glorifying Benito Mussolini. And when I confronted her about it, she told me that Mussolini was a great leader and America needed someone like him. She even said that instead of Donald Trump, she wished the country had a real fascist. That was the point where I felt that I have reached my limit. Okay, this is becoming so implausible. I have to laugh.
All right, it's at this point where you're going to have to ask yourself, why am I continuing to read this?
I have to, I have to finish it. It's, you have to finish towards the end. You just don't leave it half done, right?
Again, why?
It's like when we watch the movies. We could always stop it. We know it's bad, but we continue to the end.
But.
What confused me the most is she continues to participate in anti-racism and progressive Palestinian demonstration at her school while making these kind of comments. Well, she's getting credit for that. That's why she's doing it, based on her ideology. Also, she also literally said immigrants are a disease and are poisoning America, despite the fact her own mother is one. At this point, I honestly don't even want to talk to her. She doesn't seem interested in talking to me either. My biggest concern is my younger children. I don't want them to be influenced by these ideas. A worry about her comment could eventually create serious problem for herself and cause conflict within her family. I don't think something like taking away her phone would accomplish anything for her age. Her mother tends to defend her and act as though she isn't fully responsible for the things she says or does. Given that, how can I realistically limit her influence over her younger siblings? Be an actual father and be around your kids.
Yep.
Because your 19-year-old daughter is legally an adult, so there's nothing you can literally do.
Wait, do you say the 19-year-old daughter is legally an adult or a dolt?
Adult.
Adult.
Yes. But
Not,
he's adult.
not a dolt.
No. He's adult, but she's an adult.
Okay.
All right. Canada. Table saw. International terrorist strikes Canada. Squad officer Mark Penezito, 43, murdered while executing a search warrant relating to the shooting of a U.S. consulate in March. Unclear who shot the officer. Zara Javi, 19, still at large. Possible link to the IRGC member Al-Assad.
Nothing to see. Everything's fine. Relax. It's just a little, potential terrorism.
Potential terrorism.
No confirmation yet.
Mm-hmm.
There's no mug shots.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people very worried about this. It's very sad, very, very sad.
Mm-hmm.
So let's just, relax and let's figure this out together.
It's a story. Eric, President Trump nominates Jay Clayton for Director of National Intelligence after Bill Pullett was chosen as acting DNI. I am pleased to announce the nomination of a very respected Jay Clayton, former chairman of Security and Exchange Commission, former head of Sullivan and Cromwell, one of the most prominent and successful law firms anywhere in the world, and the current U.S. State Attorney for the Southern District of New York, to be the next Director of the National Intelligence, and more importantly, to serve in my cabinet. There's few people anywhere in the legal community are respected at the level of Jay. I encourage the United States Senate to confirm Jay as soon as possible. Thank you for your attention to this matter, President Donald J. Trump. So here's some things. Chairman of Security and Exchange Commission, that's very important because you have to deal with the money. Sullivan and Cromwell, holy smokes.
Oh, that's big?
That's a big lawsuit, George. This Sullivan and Cromwell has been around since the 1800s. They are the one who engineered Panama independence from Colombia and also the Panama Canal.
Oh, so they got schmutz.
Yeah. I'm not saying they're good guys, but I'm not saying they're bad guys. I'm saying they're mercenaries.
Oh, they're sharks.
Yeah, they're sharks.
They're land sharks.
If Suits was dealing with Sullivan, it would be even crazier than whatever Suit could come up with. And then,
you got to be a special land shark to be in that group.
Yeah, and then currently the United States Attorney for the Southern District of New York. Southern District of New York, you don't say. You mean
what's with all Southern this and Southern that? Southern Poverty Law Center, the Southern District of New York, the Southern District of Columbia. Why is everything South?
Makes you wonder, huh?
I mean, why couldn't they say the Northern District of something?
Because North is always positive, like Santa Claus. Like the North Star, Positive. South, you think of heck. But here's the thing that is surprising to me, George. See, you're aware that when somebody becomes an acting position, right? Active director, whatever, they get 120 days, right?
Yeah, and they get an Academy Award for all the acting. Yes. What about
Yes,
it?
right. So when Trump nominates a person, that 120 days pauses while the nomination process goes through. And when that nomination process finish, either three things are going to happen. One, the nominee withdraws. Two, the nominee fails. Three, the nominee gets accepted. In the cases that the nominee withdraws or the nominee fails, guess what? The 120 days reset back to zero, meaning that they would have another 120 days while Trump looks for
So
another.
this is just a perpetual loophole?
Yes. If this is the case, if Jay Clayton fails his nomination or he withdraws his nomination, that means that he can continue have people, nominated and continually fail until, the end of his term if he wants to. So his hatchman can do whatever needs to be done.
Wow.
So we'll see. So so if he fails, I don't care. You got the hatchman still hatching away. Meaning his job isn't done. If he succeeds, that means the hatchman's successful, and he's going to coordinate with the guy because he's dealing with money, and he knows money because he was chairman of Securities and Exchange Commission, the SEC. So whatever the way it goes, it's going to be positive. So it doesn't matter what they vote. Rapid Response 47. For the first time, children in foster care will have access to dedicated savings and investment vehicles, fostering the future accounts, giving foster children the same chance for assets ownership and long-term wealth building as every other American. Wow. That actually strikes me hard, George.
I'm confused. I'm so confused.
Well, George, it's not a secret, as I said before. I used to work as a child dependency worker, right? Social worker. And one of the things that I saw so much waste was any kids on foster care would have to use all their benefit, even on stupid thing, to maintain those benefits. And all of us asked, our hires up, why can't we just open a savings account and put all those money in? Because right now, with their other benefits is covering their needs. And the problems with a lot of foster kids in foster care, they're not stable. And because they're not stable, that means they don't stay long term in those foster cares. They keep moving from foster care to foster care. So anything that they accumulate, they lose because during the move from that, nobody wants to pick up and move their stuff. Or other kids destroy it, or whatever happens. So it's a waste of money that could have been saved. There's a lot of here's the thing. Here's the sad state of affairs. If you're a kid between 10 and under, and you're in foster care, either you will be adopted quickly, or you'll be able to return to your parents. If you're a kid above 10 and older, your likelihood of returning to your parents is zip, because your parents hasn't completed the case plan, and they most likely will terminate their rights. And then that means that you're a ward of the state. And that means that you will have a less likely chance that anybody will adopt you. And most kids will age out foster care at age 18 with nothing in their pockets.
Oh, gee whiz.
Yeah. So the fact that they're doing fostering for future account, that means that those kids who are going to be aging out with independent living and skills will actually have money to, build something of themselves.
It's always about the money, man.
Another way they steal from people. They steal it from our future. Elon Musk reposted a Tower of Jesus Christ illuminated for the first time to his 240 million followers. Jesus Christ is King.
All right, kill the music. All right, continue. Just kill the music. I'm starting to burn.
Too holy for you.
I'm starting to feel some heat.
Well, you have to get off the toaster, George.
All right. So this is awesome, is it?
Yeah.
All right. Yay.
Yeah, we're going to have cathedrals back in styles, George.
Yay, cathedrals back in style.
This is the most ridiculous thing ever.
What is this?
A scientist and fashion brand, NFE Levy, just dropped the world's first T-Rex leather bag. A Jurassic Park fantasy come true. Bidding starts today at $500,000. Absolute madness.
What the hell is what?
So basically, they were able to collect enough cell to grow a T-Rex skin in the lab. And, instead of being like, whoa, look at this amazing thing. Hey, let's make that skin into a purse.
Okay. If they're able to clone the skin, they're able to bring the dinosaur back. These guys are holding out.
These guys, there's a T-Rex somewhere in this world.
Yeah, he's going like, excuse me, what was that again? You wanted 2 hamburgers, large fries, and a combo, a hot dog combo. Is that right? Hello, my hands can't reach the button. Hello, I'm on speakerphone.
Yeah. Valerie and Meet the Robinson had a T-Rex in part of the cast.
Yep.
Valerie Ann Smith, Dutch court moves forward, stating COVID jabs are officially labeled as bioweapons in a historic case against Bill Gates and Pfizer CEO Albert Bourla. So there you go. What was now called conspiracy theory is now core evidence.
These guys are nothing.
Nothing to see here.
Yeah, the real stuff is happening in the United States.
Yeah. No, it's happening in China. Lives a TikTok. Giant inflatable mocking Elon Musk spotted in Times Square. Who's funding this?
Somebody is.
And it says SpaceX Grok make AI child porn.
Seriously? This is in Times Square?
Yeah.
Well, they'll definitely be able to. You know what? They screwed up. This thing here?
Yeah.
Let's see. Elon's got special clearance.
Mm-hmm.
That special clearance bestows upon him, the powers of don't fuck around and don't find out.
Yeah.
Scenario.
Hashtag stop SpaceX child nudes. SpaceX own graphic child pictures. Hey, George.
Yeah, this is not going to go for anybody.
Wait, hold it.
Oh.
What? Knowing what we know about Twitter in the Twitter files, right?
Yeah.
They're not wrong technically because Elon Musk does own Twitter that does have child sex abuse materials on servers.
Yeah, and they're cleaning it up.
Right.
Apparently.
Because it's evidence, right?
Yeah, that's right. All that evidence.
So, but Grok makes AI child porn means Grok is capable of doing it because it was trained on all that material. So all that material is in place. And all the material I'm talking about is the vast data over Twitter X.
Oh, no.
So it has the capacity to do so. Also because you put everything, he said everything in the world is already trained into Grok. Yes, it has access to all that, right?
Yep.
But will it do it on its own? No, the end user would have to request said things. And I'm pretty sure there's a code saying, hey, if there's an end user that asks about it, then it will be sent out covertly to the FBI or whatever watching and tagging and monitoring that account to see where it connects.
Uh-oh. Spaghetti-o.
And that's a speculation from me. There's no evidence of likewise, but is it hard to think that that could be possible? No, because anything on X that you do, anything you've put on X is property of X.
Yeah, it's part of the rules and regulations.
There you go. So the outrage is, oh no, look, defamation information, but no, it kind of is truthful in a odd certain way. Wall Street Ape, somebody pour super glue into 200 locks at Patrick Henry High School in San Diego, California. They're saying the cost to replace these locks is $70,000. The suspect was caught on security camera and described as a male wearing a hoodie sweatshirt, face covered with baggy pants and sneaker. San Diego County Crime Stopper is offering a reward of up to $1,000 for information leading to an arrest. $70,000 is an insane cost to replace $200 locks on doors. They said it's going to cost $150 an hour for labor to replace the doors and locks. Only in American government is this insanity possible. So you're saying that it will cost $70,000 to replace $200 worth of locks. Why don't you buy the locks, $200 worth, and then you have, in your budget as a repair, because it should be repair budgeted, and bring them in and say, here you go. Uncork it, and by phases, remove it.
Oh no, not remove it.
But then again, this is California, so of course they're going to get that highest price possible. Jim Ferguson, the UK government is coming apart. John Healey resigned. Al Carnes resigned. Now Pamela Nash resigns from the defense ministerial team. Her warning: the trust of the public is being damaged. When minister starts walking out and talking openly about the collapsing public trust, this is no ordinary political crisis. The pressure on Keir Starmer is intensifying by the hour. So we're seeing in real time Keir Starmer's administration fall apart.
Yeah.
They're walking out.
Uh-oh.
Oh, by the way, President Trump did announce that he's sending a bid to UK to buy out at the Chagos Islands from the UK.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Why can't he just buy Greenland and just call it a day?
Well, he needs a military base in Diego Garcia. President Trump announces a major move to slash seafood costs and generate millions in business for American fishermen by restoring the commercial access to 3 areas of the Western Pacific Ocean. There's a large amount of space we're talking about that were restricted. Other countries would use it, but our country wouldn't be able to use it. Have you ever heard anything so stupid? So, make fishing great again?
Yeah, apparently. Get this, for them to get a Maine lobster on the dinner plate, they had to go to Japan and get it.
Yeah, that's why everything costs so much.
What?
Yeah. That's part of the trade deals that they made. Just another way that our politicians sold Americans out. Listen to this. TMZ. Hunter Biden says he's going to run in 2028 with Gavin Newsom, but only as VP.
Uh-oh.
Gavin Newsom and Hunter Biden? You know, we might actually get to that point. Next orator, Rabbit Leftist has vandalized the National Mall, etching 8647 on the grass right near the White House. All those leftists whining about Trump making changes to the National Mall will be radio silence on this vandalism. Watch.
Yep.
Here's my question, right? That area is fully surveillance. How can anybody etch 8647 on that big place?
Yeah.
Without nobody stopping. You know?
Yep.
Makes no sense. So here's another guy who doesn't understand the current climate, but from Terra Bull, podcaster Larry Reed calls for a mass exodus of Black Americans to Africa after Carmelos Anthony's verdict. Drain this place of its benefits. Let's make our mass exodus and go home and bill.
I got nothing.
A lot of people are going to say, okay, your terms are acceptable. And all the African countries are saying, no, we don't want you guys.
That guy looks like a young Wesley Snipes, man. He could easily play Blade.
You know what's so funny about African blacks when they see American blacks?
Is it what they say, you're not black enough?
Exactly. They're
Seriously?
white. Yeah, they say you're white.
Wow.
Yeah. So all those black Africans from America going to Africa
they're
will be considered white.
Wow.
Yeah.
So if they should cast the next Blade movie, they should go to Africa.
Exactly.
Yeah, but you know what? No one beats Wesley Snipes, man. No one.
There's only going to be one Blade.
Yeah.
You know, it's gonna be interesting, right?
Mm-hmm.
South Korean prosecutors are demanding that Johnny Simone's 6-month sentence be increased to 3 years behind bars.
Oh my gosh.
The controversial streamer is seeking forgiveness and say his crimes were relatively minor. The prosecutor says they weren't, and that his conscious abusive behaviors qualify for 3 years.
Oh, he's not having a good time, man.
Yeah. He's blaming his undiagnosed bipolarism.
Wow, that's a new one. Undiagnosed bipolarism.
Uh-huh.
Wow. Okay. Sure. So you go to court, you get sentenced to jail because you murdered someone, and then you say, "Yeah, hold on a sec, Your Honor. I had undiagnosed innocence,
right.
associated to me."
Or
you can't send me to jail because I'm an undiagnosed innocent man, sir.
Yeah. Or you claim
wow.
or you claim racism.
Okay, that's kind of weak. No one's buying that. Even the people who race all the time, like bicyclists.
No, that's what Carmelo's doing. He's appealing his sentence or his verdict for racism.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Wow, that guy's going to be in court for a long time.
Yeah. He's like, Your Honor, I didn't get a fair shake at court because there was no peers in the jury and racism.
Yeah, that's okay. See, that's the problem, right? This is okay. Mm-hmm. Corporate speak.
Go ahead.
Corporate speak. When you pull something like that in the corporate world, basically you say a worker says something like it says to the boss, right?
Yeah.
Or that, Your Honor, this job, I did the best I could, but it was mismanaged. The person who gave me the information to make this job and print it out It didn't provide me the right parameters to me to execute this job. And the boss would go, well, okay, so you're innocent. It's just that the manager is a dumbass. So should I fire the manager? That's what the boss would be thinking.
Right.
In this case, the kid's going, Your Honor, I believe it was racism. Well, you see, the problem is, in this case, right, it reflects on the the justice system. It reflects poorly on the justice system. Why? It reflects poorly on the judge.
Mm-hmm.
You know what judges don't like? For other judges to reflect poorly. That's like a big no-no. You know, it's like, you know, if one judge looks poorly in the eyes of the public, then it ruins it for all the other judges. So when he's going to say racism, it's going to be a hard push uphill to make it stick, because you have to get around the justice system. That he's basically saying the justice system is racist, Your Honor. I did not get a fair trial. And the justice system, represented by the judge, is gonna right. If the judge is impartial, he'll probably say, maybe, I don't know, possibly, could be. Maybe we just kick this up to get it referred to a higher court or whatever. But it's gonna be a difficult ride. You know, it's like going to the ice cream guy and asking for a nice tall vanilla swirl, and at the same time, while he's making you hit the vanilla swirl, you're telling him how he's doing a poor job of being an ice cream truck guy. Do you think the guy's going to serve you a really awesome vanilla swirl at that point? No. He's going to give you half the vanilla swirl, and no sprinkles. You know, there's always room for sprinkles. Just saying. There's always room for sprinkles. What? No.
All right, Ron DeSantis. Fried chicken steak is as Americana as it gets. Sean, every Scottish person in America needs to immediately try chicken fried steak, and you'll realize we and the Americans are kindred spirit.
I thought that was ice cream. Fried ice cream.
You know, fried ice cream is also good.
Deep fried ice cream. Oh, yeah.
All right. With that, we are done for tonight.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
All right, fine. That's the way it's got to go.
That's the way it's going to be. Dun-dun-dun, dun-dun-dun. George, what's your final thoughts?
Yep.
All right. We'll see you tomorrow for more, because more is on the way. Till then, bye.
I believe that together we can make America great again. I believe